Guys, Zack Gelof here, infielder for the Athletics, and this is what's in my locker. So this is what I swing. I've always kind of been a Victus guy, and Victus has treated me well, basically going back to like sophomore year, and I'm lucky enough to have my own model, kind of inspired by the EB12. So similar, basically just like a traditional knob, pretty thin knob. I feel like I have smaller hands, so and then it's a pretty end-loaded bat. I like to feel the barrel kind of come around. So I've been swinging this basically since the start of 2023, near the end of 2022 too. So I've liked it and figured don't change it.
What's the process like when you get going? Like, does someone reach out from Victus? Like, how does it go?
So we kind of go way back. I've had a contact there, and my dad dealing with them, and kind of got them, I feel like, more value to get when they got bought out by Marucci. So I've got a few contacts. The main guy I talked to is Nate Six. We just order bats through the team, and if I have anything that I want to change, I'll just talk to him basically. But I've pretty much loved this model, and I don't think I'll change anytime soon. I swing a 33 and a half, 31, and it's pretty good. Sometimes I'll go to a 31 and a half just if I feel like I'm going too fast, but
what is it about the EB12 that you wanted to base that one off of? You said end-loaded.
Yeah, it's end-loaded and also a thin knob, and I just loved it. I feel like I can't have the taper, so that's something I've done and had some success with it.
For sure.
So we'll go to the glove. I'll show you the gamer from last year. This is just a Wilson, I think 1786, 11 and a half, all black. I loved it, just a stock glove that I got, and I broke in pretty well, so I used it. We'll see if I use it this year or not. I kind of like this one that I got was my custom glove last year. Obviously a little different, all tan, all natural, and got the Kelly green in there. I got the ZG for my initials, and then my area code, Delaware.
302.
302, and then got the TTP, just standing for trust the process. I feel like, baseball is results driven, and you just got to be process oriented. So I think, just having that constant reminder there every day is pretty cool.
Do you remember when you started doing that on your gloves? Was this the first time?
This is the first time. Yeah, I've always, I'm a Sixers fan. I'm a Philly guy, so, watching the Sixers. I don't know if the process worked. We haven't gotten the championship yet, but yeah, I just loved it, trusting the process.
So 1786, have you tried any other patterns, or was this one that you picked up and you said, this is the one?
I picked it up and I really have had no problems with it, and I love it. I feel like once you get it, you kind of flare it the way you like it, and I've loved them, and I don't think I'll change anytime soon. So
when you get like that slightly spread in the fingers, does that happen naturally, or do you kind of ask for that the way it comes to you?
No, I just ask for it stock, and I feel like I just break it in on my own. I go 2 in the pinky, 1 out, just something I've done going back to like when I was 12. I thought it was easier to catch the ball. And then this year for this type of equipment, just got the Nike elbow guard. I go single strap just because these guys are throwing so hard now. I feel like you got to stay in there against for the off-speed stuff. So I'll put that on. I feel like you get more mobility too than the double strap, so I like that. And then just another Nike sliding guard. I think this was new last year, and I like them. Do that extra inch when you're trying to steal bags. So. Hopefully steal a lot of bases this year with it on.
I know with some sliding mitts they have a thumb slot. This Nike one does not. Do you have a preference? Does that bother you? Do you care?
No, I've liked this. I know Evo Shield had a thumb out, but I feel like I'm more protected when everything's just in there. So it's a lot of Nike stuff this year, but the sunglasses I'm going to be repping this year are the Nikes. Pretty simple, but embracing the green, pretty cool. I'd say it works pretty good. I'm not trying to look directly in the sun, but yeah, these are pretty dope. So gonna be rocking these all year. Maybe try to get some yellow ones or black ones in there. Try to get some swag. I used to wear the M frames, Oakleys, but now being with Nike, I think these are pretty similar. I've liked them so far, but we'll try to test out the new models as well.
Yeah.
So. And then batting gloves, I kind of went back and forth between the Trouts and the Alphas, and we're sticking with the yellow here. But I like the Alphas XL. I feel like they're a little bit more thinner than the Trouts, and and I just like the strap, just a better feel for me. So I've been using these, and I've got them in yellow, white, and forest green. So those are probably what I'm going to be switching between this year. And Nike does a good job with these. I feel like they send me a lot too. So yeah, I have no complaints here either. And this is basically just a hat, last dive bar. I figured I'd bring it out here, but it's fan driven. They've got some cool stuff, and I feel like just supporting the fans that support us is huge for me. And possibly this being the last year of the Coliseum, I think it's pretty cool just to wear and have a nice little trucker hat whenever I work out.
I believe Tony Kemp would wear like a wristband of
Yeah,
theirs.
yeah. So
year.
shout out to Tony. I know he did this last year, but yeah. So I think just supporting the fans is huge. I think we have some of the best fans in the game right now. So
Seriously.
yeah, so it's pretty cool. And then probably last thing that's awesome is just the bright yellow. Something that started when I debuted last year. I got these custom cleats, and I figured I just want to be myself, and I like the yellow, so just kind of stuck with it and ran with it. These are the Hirachis. They're pretty light, they're stable. I like the little detail right there that they have on all of them, but these are the yellows I think I'll wear for a little bit. And then I got some custom cleats coming in from Stadium Custom Kicks. Once the season starts, they'll probably be sent to Oakland, but yeah, these are great. I tried the Trouts and the I think there are two types of Trouts, but I definitely like the low top Hirachi. I've tried the high tops, and they're just not my cup of tea.
So a question I withheld when I saw you bring these from the clubhouse was the no insole.
The no insole, yeah. So I do wear insoles. Yeah, I do wear them.
Swap them in.
I swap them in. So I've got custom ones that I went through the team, and I figured we're on our feet all the time, and most of the time we're just standing around. So I figured try to get some custom insoles that are specifically for my feet, and I just keep switching them in and out. I've got two of them, so.
Is there like a molding process to that at all, or do you tell them your shoe size? What's up?
Yeah, so you basically go to the doctor. I went with our trainer, and I just put my foot down or both my feet, and they get like a imprint of it, and then the next day or two they'll send it a custom insole, and I ended up getting two just so I'm not constantly moving them in and out, and I actually have them on my turfs right now. So yeah, I guess while we're at it, I've loved these turfs. Pretty stable. I feel like they're gonna accept the wear and tear throughout the season. But yeah, I love this, like the little strap here. It's pretty cool.
So you mentioned that you've been on the What Pros Wear circuit for a little while now. Like, do you remember some guys that you would see on the site or obviously on Instagram, stuff like that, growing up, where you were like, yo, like that's a piece of gear I really want?
I think just going back to when Chappie did it here, seeing all the Nike stuff, and then even being a Wilson guy too. I think he won a Gold Glove, a Platinum Glove, and Wilson had his custom imprint on his glove, which I think is pretty sick, and I think that's something that I could work towards. I'm not getting as low as him, being out there at second,
right.
But yeah, just other guys. I know McCutcheon did it, and he embraced the yellow too. So just seeing a bunch of guys that've done it is pretty cool, and just staying up to date with all the What Pros Wear bat sizes too, growing up in high school and seeing what the best guys in the world do. So it's pretty cool to be on here now, and hopefully be on here again sometime.
Yeah, man. Do you think that like that whole Chappie, like the Nike and the Wilson stuff, that kind of shaped a little bit of the direction that you wanted to go?
Yeah, I think especially being with the Athletics, he's been super successful. Performs on defense and hitting. Yeah, and being Nike Wilson, I think that definitely swayed me a little bit too, because first spring training he had the all yellows on too, so I thought it was pretty sick. But yeah, I mean, trying to make my own way too now. So,
is there a piece of gear in the clubhouse right now that you're like, damn, I'd love to get my hands on that?
In the clubhouse right now, yeah. No. I think when you see the Nike guys like Simeon. And multiple other guys. I mean, Acuna, Albies, they got the custom Nike stuff, and yeah. So looking forward to hopefully putting up some numbers, getting some wins as a team, and then hopefully get some more custom stuff from them. Yeah, thank you so much, guys. Appreciate it.